Before you were born, you already had a favorite flavor. Not a thought about it, not a memory of it, but somewhere around the fourth month of your life, when you were still the size of a tomato floating in the dark, your taste buds were forming. And whatever your mother ate, you tasted too. The spices, the sweetness, the bitterness, all of it filtered through the amniotic fluid, landing on brand new taste receptors that had never experienced anything before. Researchers have found that babies whose mothers ate a wide variety of foods during pregnancy are significantly less picky eaters after birth. The preference was already being written, before anyone asked you what you liked. That's the part most people miss. We talk about who a child becomes as if it all starts at birth, as if the moment of arrival is the beginning of the story. But the story started 9 months earlier, in a place none of us remember, and almost all of us were shaped by. Everything begins the day a single cell forms. Within 24 hours, every piece of genetic information is already present. Hair color, temperament, even, as one researcher put it, the talent of a future pianist. That one cell divides, then divides again. By week 4, there is a heartbeat. By week 8, a brain growing at a rate of 100,000 cells per minute. And here is where the outside world begins to reach in. Epidemiologist David Barker described it this way. While developing inside the womb, a baby is receiving postcards from the outside world. Those postcards don't arrive as words or images. They arrive as chemistry, as cortisol when the mother is under sustained stress, as endorphins when she feels safe and happy, as nutrients, or the absence of them. The baby can't read these postcards, but the body can, and the body responds by building itself accordingly. If the signals say the world is dangerous, the nervous system wires itself for vigilance. If they say the world is scarce, the metabolism adjusts to hold on to everything it gets. This process, called fetal programming, can shape a person's risk for anxiety, obesity, heart disease, even certain psychiatric conditions, decades before they make a single choice of their own. By the 3rd month, the womb has become a sensory playground. The baby is moving its arms, stretching its fingers, learning to suck its thumb. 75% already show a preference for the right hand. The sense of smell is developing. Exposure to toxins causes a physical recoil, a cringe, before the baby has ever learned what cringing means. The body already knows what it doesn't want. Then comes the voice. Around month 5, the mother's voice, which had been muffled before, like sound heard through a wall, starts to become clear. And something changes. When the baby kicks and the mother responds, a lesson gets learned that no one teaches. For every action, there is a reaction. Someone out there is paying attention. That exchange, movement, response, is the first conversation, the first experience of being seen. Long before eye contact, long before language. The architecture of connection is already being built in the dark. By the 7th month, the baby is beginning to learn language itself. Not words, but rhythm, melody, the specific sound pattern of the parent's native tongue. Studies show that newborns demonstrate a preference for the language they heard in the womb within hours of birth. They already know the sound of home. They arrived carrying it. And then, in the 8th month, something quieter happens. The baby begins to dream. Rapid eye movement sleep appears in the 3rd trimester. No images, no memories, no experiences to draw from. But the brain is rehearsing, running its systems, preparing for a life it can sense but hasn't yet entered. All of us arrived having already practiced, already shaped, already holding something we have no words for. When the 9 months are over, when the hard work of birth is done, something remarkable happens if the baby is placed on the mother's belly. Without being shown how, without any instruction, the newborn will begin to crawl toward her breast. Instinct. Recognition. The continuation of a relationship that started long before this moment. a relationship built on heartbeat and voice and the slow, wordless transmission of safety. You didn't start becoming yourself at birth. You started the moment the world outside began sending signals in, and your body, small as a poppy seed, began writing its first response. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.